Well, it's the 12th of May and there's lots of news to tell you. So we've come back for a walk through Palmanova and we'll keep you updated with what's going on. It's a beautiful evening and we're hoping we can go somewhere to have a bite to eat later on as well. So let's get moving. We've come down to Palmanova for a walk this evening, and as we have a little walk we'll try and update you on some of the things that have been happening. So today's the 12th of May 2021 and I last gave an update a couple of days ago, and well, typical here, things are changing very quickly. So on Monday the president of Mallorca, Francina Arnagal, seemed to have dismissed the UK, Britain, and sort of seemed to think that they were not going to be coming for a while, so forget them, let's go off to Germany. So off she went to Germany on Monday, and she was meeting there with the tour operators and saying to them what a safe place Mallorca is to come on holiday, and she was pointing out the low rates that we've got here of COVID, that the excellent facilities we've got, the great care that people were taking in keeping their distance, wearing masks, and all of the restrictions that have helped to keep it in that way, and therefore Mallorca was an excellent place to come. The vaccination rate's been upped, and that's another great sign as far as Mallorca is concerned. We're getting lots and lots of vaccines now, and lots of my friends and colleagues are going for their first, and quite a few are actually going for their second vaccine now. I'm at a strange age group where we had the AstraZeneca and we've got to wait for some time, so I've got to wait till July now. So yeah, so it seemed as though the UK market had been forgotten about. We're on the amber list as far as the UK is concerned, so that means that people who come here and go back to the UK have to have the PCR test, have to go into quarantine for 10 days and have to do more tests while they're there. So then the surprise came when yesterday the Minister of Tourism announced that he said that UK should be on the a list for entering Spain without any tests at all, without vaccines, any proof, anything. You can just come from the 20th of May. I emphasise he said they should, but lots of the papers have taken it to be that that's what the rule will be from the 20th of May. People from Britain will be able to come to Mallorca for a holiday, and you won't actually need to prove anything to come to Mallorca. However, going back, you still need to provide the PCR test, and you have to go into quarantine, you have to have your 2 tests when you're there. So it seems to be they realised that there were some sort of mistakes were made when they treated the UK as a third country. That is, it's not national, it's not Spain, and it's not part of the EU, when the UK's got such low incident rate and such an excellent vaccine take-up. So that looks as though it's going to be put right, and over the next few days I'm sure we'll see more in the press about what's going on there. But looking positive. So some of the things I said on Monday have changed completely, but that's the nature of the news at the moment. It's changing very quickly, and it affects us all. So we've come down to Palmanova today just to have a little walk around and to exercise our new freedoms, which involve the possibility now of going out for a drink. The cafes, the bars, the restaurants are now allowed to stay open throughout the day, and stay open right into the evening till 10:30 at night. So it means there's a possibility of us going for dinner. So we'll see what we can find. And he's just getting a bit excited about that. It's been a bit of a strange few days for weather. Monday we had torrential rain all day. We were supposed to have some thunderstorms yesterday, Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, and it's been very windy, at least where I've been in Palma. It's been very windy all day, and there is a bit of a wind now, but the sea still looks very calm. And it's coming up to 7 o'clock in the evening, and there are still people on the beach and people swimming in the sea. The sea's looking really good, and we're starting to see the big boats out on the water there. I'm just going to climb up a few steps. Apologise if I start huffing and puffing. One of the regulars who watches the news and other stories, Andy, who comes to Palmanova, has a place here, has suggested we go to Pollensa and go up the steps there. There's some quite amazing artwork that he sent to me. I think there'll be a lot of huffing and puffing going up those steps, but I think we should give it a try. Not promising anything yet, but I think we'll give it a try. And just the other day I put a really curious video. So we're just walking around. I suppose we're coming up behind McDonald's, that's the sort of area we are. And what I spotted around here was these tree sculptures, carvings, and I put a video up of them. So we just walk over the bridge here and we come to this little park area, and it's easy to miss. There's no signs that tell you anything about them, so we don't know who created them, but there's quite a few of them around here. If I can, I'll try and work out how to put a link to them, and then you can have a look at these. But there's several of them around, and they're sort of animals, snakes and reptiles and birds, but they're really quite amazing. I think that one might be one I hadn't seen before. I think that might even be a new one.
No, you have seen it before.
Anita says it was there before, but I don't think it's on the video. So dotted around in here, there's all sorts of things for you to discover. So we're now seeing more evidence that the season's starting. So I'm looking out over the bay here, going towards the Santa Lucia, and I can see lots of buoys out there, which is marking the area for swimmers, so people don't come in with their boats or jet skis. Not so many people actually in the water here, but that's an indication that the season started. Down the steps now, so I'm going to turn the video off till I've gone down, spare you my huffs and puffs
and falling.
If any of you watched the lion video, the Lion of Sorta, I did actually fall in that one. You might want to go back and see that. I didn't actually get on the ground, but I was pretty close to it. Anyway, I'm going down these steps now, and I'll try and be very careful. Well, I managed those steps without too much of an incident, and just below McDonald's. So up until recently, up until last weekend actually, bars had to close at 5 o'clock, and then they could reopen at 8 o'clock. But from last Sunday, they've been allowed to stay open throughout, and it's all to reduce the incidence of the COVID. The fear had been that people would go mad, and indeed they did go mad in Madrid. So in Madrid and some other places, the state of alarm ended, and there was nothing in place to take place of the state of alarm. So the restrictions just ended, and people started celebrating, partying in the streets.
No masks?
No masks, nothing. And that to me seems a little bit silly, as the number of cases in Madrid and some other parts in the Basque Country are really quite high, and that's why Mallorca wants to distance itself from the mainland, because we do have very low rates, and it means that we're hoping to get onto the green list. And there's still a lot of talk about Mallorca and the Balearic Islands being on the green list and being treated separately from the rest of Spain, because we are different. Whether that means we will continue to have tests on people who come into the island from the mainland and elsewhere will remain to be seen. It does seem a little bit confusing at the moment, because we've had no clear decree, no clear sets of rules. Lots of people on the beach, volleyball's playing still, and enjoying this warm weather. We've had some really warm weather. Up at the weekend it was up to 30 degrees. The storm took the temperature down 10 degrees and it got quite cool. It's really quite pleasant at the moment. It's one of those where you're not quite sure what you should put on. So I've got a jumper on and I'm feeling quite warm. I put my shorts on and I took my shorts off. That's because there's the possibility of eating later on. I've just bumped into a friend, stopped for a little chatter, who's walking his dog. Starting to see a few more places opened up. Looks like some work going on down here. It would be good if they could get all of this repair work done before the season really starts. And it looks as though they're going to do that. It seems a strange time to start it. They've had months and months of nobody here, and now they're actually starting to sort things out. Well, that's changed. Paradise Beach has changed. It looks as though they're getting ready to open up. One of the places we like to stop and have a drink, have a beer, shandy, and that looks as though they could be opening up very soon. Parks are open for the children. With the news changing so quickly, I don't know when I'm going to be doing the next update. Maybe it feels sometimes that I need to do one every day, but it's not always easy to do that because of work commitments, family commitments and the rest. So the best thing to do is to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, just hit that subscribe button, and there's a bell next to it, and if you hit the bell, you get some sort of a notification that lets you know that I've added a new video. So it's always a good idea to do that. So we didn't actually plan to come for a walk today, but the weather seems so nice, and we'd stopped. We hadn't got any more lessons to do, so it's that opportunity. Okay. Where are you from, lads?
From here.
From Mallorca?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not tourists?
No. He's
No.
German and he's from here or South Africa.
You're Mallorquin?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, but with an English accent?
Yeah, I mean, my parents are South African.
Ah,
Yes.
South African.
All right.
Where are you guys from?
Here.
Oh, we live here.
Yeah.
Make lots of videos for YouTube.
Yeah?
But I do the videos on YouTube, and so
What's your YouTube channel?
we are Steve and Anita
Yeah?
in Mallorca.
So did you just get the boys on as well?
Do you want to be on?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you're on because this one's a 360 camera, so it takes a picture of everything.
This is it?
That's me.
Yeah. I'll subscribe for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely.
See you later.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Well, I've never done that before. Stopped and picked up some subscribers, so well, that's really good. Many people have been asking about the hotel here. It's still closed up. When is it going to open? Well, they're all waiting for the news, just like everyone else, waiting to find out what's going on. So this is part of the Melia group as two. It's the Calablanca. It's all getting a little bit closer now, and people are getting a lot more optimistic. A lot more places are opening up. A lot more of the restaurants and bars are opening up, and still got to see if we can find somewhere to go.
We're going to try Barbuda.
Anita fancies Barbuda. Are they open? Looks as though they may be. Monday to Friday, 1900. It's just 1900 from to 22:30, and open all day at the weekends. So, shall we see if we can get a table here? So we managed to get a table at the Barbuda, and we just made our order. So, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, darling. Cheers. Looking forward to our dinner. We'll see you later. So we had a recommendation from a friend that we should try the croquetas here, from Amelia, and she said we should try the croquetas, and they look absolutely amazing. And the other table, the other dish?
Curried pita, curried hummus pita.
So we've got some dips there with some pita bread. That sounds really good too, so we're going to really enjoy this. So Anita, what have you chosen for your main course?
I have had beef teriyaki. Looks yummy.
That looks really yummy. And I've chosen their Barbuda burger. And look at that. That looks really cool.
Let's see what's in there before you eat it all up.
Wow.
You don't think you can eat all this, but you're wrong.
Anita's not usually tempted by desserts, but she was this evening, so...
But we're going to share it.
So she says she can... Well, we've got 2 spoons, so we'll see. Oh, we've had a lovely dinner at the Barbuda beach. Excellent service, really friendly staff, and we
Wonderful food.
thoroughly enjoyed our meal. So it's really nice to go there. Very nice place. We'll certainly be going back, and we'll take our friends with us. So it's getting late in the evening now. Still a few people on the beach. Somebody been water skiing while we've been sitting out there, and they're still out there water skiing as the sun starts to go down, and it'll be going dark soon. A pleasant walk here in Palmanova, and I can just feel that we're perhaps going to have to do another update very soon, because I'm sure in the next day or so we're going to hear a little bit more news on how these rules are all going to be changing. So Chiringuito on the beach there looks very busy. Lots of people in there enjoying their evening meal. The bars and the restaurants, they can all stay open now till 10:30. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock now. And then the curfew kicks in at 11 o'clock here. And they are hard restrictions, but hopefully these are the restrictions that are going to allow everything to get back to normal all the quicker. The worry is some of the places on the mainland who've decided not to have these restrictions may find themselves going into lockdown again.
That one over there's open.
the new Italian restaurant, Il Tano. Still doing a lot of roadworks over where the Don Bigotti is in that area, and the Ola Hotel somebody was asking about, I think. So there's a lot of roadworks up there, so it doesn't look quite very good at the moment, but all that'll get fixed soon, and looks like it's all getting fixed here, doing the nice repair jobs, and all getting ready for
They've done that since
the
we've been out
visitors.
for dinner. No, they've
Getting a bit dark down here. I'm just going to turn the video off. Well, we've had a lovely walk here in Palmanova. The sun's setting now and it's getting a little bit dark. We had a lovely dinner at the Barbuda beach. We met 3 really nice young lads on the way to Barbuda beach, but we met them on the way back as well, and hopefully they're tuned into our new YouTube channel, and they'll be able to see themselves later on tonight. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell. And if you like it, then please share it with your friends so that everybody can see Palmanova and hear some of the latest news. Bye for now.
And I've got a lovely takeaway here for another night. We've had a wonderful evening. Bye everybody.
Bye.